Ever heard of those anime where our main character was weak and clumsy and then a goddess suddenly appears in front of them and grants them a strange power? Today we're going to talk about 10 anime where the main character receives great power from a god or deity. Let's get started. 10 Big Order.
お前の願いが
俺の願いは
Get ready for some chaos and a little bit of apocalypse. The story takes place in a world where it went through a great destruction event where the world collapsed and many people died. The cause of it all was a wish that our main protagonist, Eiji Yoshimiya, made as a child to a fairy named Daisy. As time passed by and the world returned to normal, other people named Orders received special powers, and now they're chasing after Eiji's life. And the first in line is an angry tsundere who tries to kill you with her blades. If you need that fast-paced action with some over-the-top fan service and a story that keeps pushing one twist after the other, then this is a perfect show for you to watch. 9. Level E.
I've come to planet Earth.
Great, he's a wacko.
He looks like your run-of-the-mill pervert to me.
If you're tired of serious anime, then it's time for something supernatural. Tokyo-born schoolboy Yukitaka Tsutsui on his way to school meets an alien. Yeah, a literal alien who has crash-landed on Earth. Turns out this guy is Bakaki el Dogra, the crown prince of the planet Dogra, and he's one of the 100 aliens who have landed on Earth. Where does the comedy come in? Well, when the prince's name starts with the word Baka, you should know he's not someone with a very high IQ. Turns out all this prince wants to do is to put others into trouble for his own amusement. In terms of comedy, Level E definitely puts out something very original, and all the characters have these secret personalities that'll make you laugh. If you need a good comedy action show, then there's the show for you. 8. CAMPIONE. If your deity isn't a god, then they might give you the powers to slay a god. CAMPIONE is about a god slayer named Godu. After killing off a god, Godu becomes a god slayer who has the power to slay any gods in the vicinity. But here with great power doesn't come great responsibility. With great power comes hunting gods and killing them while holding very little responsibility, of course. To be honest, Godu wields power more than a divine being, as he is a person created in order to slay the gods themselves. CAMPIONE knows how to balance its action elements with its romance or harem elements, so if you're a fan of both of these genres, you'll definitely be satisfied by the show. 7. The World Only God Knows.
君はとっくに一番を取ってるよ。僕の心の中で。
This is what happens when you play too many video games. Meet Utako Kima Katsuragi. He plays visual novels almost all of the time and claims he can conquer any girl in the 2D realm. But in real life, he's just an otaku with no girlfriend at all. One day he gets an invitation for a game. As he accepts it, a demon girl called Elsie appears and claims that there are evil spirits who have escaped hell hiding inside the hearts of girls. And some of them happen to be the most popular girls in school. So no pressure, Kima. How can he cure these girls? He has to date all of them and remove the evil lurking within. And the deity who is meant to assist him is not the best sidekick to have. Good luck with your job, Kima. 6. Neo RANGA.
知ったのは随分後になってからだ。行くぜ！撃て！
What happens when an ancient god who slumbered awakens on an island? Oh wait, things get more interesting. 3 sisters living in Tokyo, Minami, Ushio, and Yuhi Shimbara, realize that they have inherited the island. Now the god Ranga lands on Tokyo, and while the mystery of his existence still remains, there are people who want to use him and destroy him. I know this is one of the unpopular ones you've never heard of, and that's why you should specifically watch the show. The story, characters, and the general themes of the show might be the same, but it's presented in a very unique way, and our main character gets a giant deity right on their doorstep. Who doesn't want that? 5. Redo of Healer.
自分のものとしていた。
Let's move into a grimdark show next, and this is a pretty popular show among all anime fans because of its controversy. Redo of Healer is about a healer who was abused by his teammates back in the day and now wants to take revenge. If you think you're ready for this show, then let me tell you, it makes Goblin Slayer look like a child show. Needless to say, the show is much darker, and for the first time we have an actual evil protagonist. Not anti-hero, not some messed up hero, but purely evil. Our main character receives the power from a deity, so this one should definitely go to your list. Whether you'll watch it or not is up to you. 4. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat.
身体強化。
Since we spoke about Radio of Healer, let's see something from the same creator. When the world's greatest assassin finds himself betrayed and backstabbed by the very organization that he had sworn allegiance to, his frustration causes him to have an audience with a goddess that appreciated his exceptional skill. The goddess ends up giving him another chance at life by reincarnating him in a world of swords and magic with one goal in mind: save the world from destruction by killing its hero. The assassin finds himself reborn as Liu, the son of a famous noble family who also works as secret assassins. Now Liu needs to learn the hidden heritage of the family and undertake various assassination missions until he finds the hero of the world. Watch the anime and find out if he succeeds. 3. KAMICHU. What happens when your best friend says she's a god? Yuri Hitotsubashi is an average girl living in a not-so-average world. She has a couple of dreams, she has a boy she likes, and then one day she tells her friend Mitsui that she became a god. Their classmate Mitsui soon launches a plan to make the god of the town after replacing their previous god. Yeah, KAMICHU is one of those weird shows where they throw bizarre elements at you one after the other, and there are tons and tons of funny comedic moments that'll make you laugh. If you love shows like Haruhi Suzumiya, then you'll definitely love this show.
俺、幸せになりたい。
私はナッセ。未来君だけの天使。
Death games, who doesn't love that trope? We got fast-paced action flying all around, and all the characters of the show wanting to kill one another. In Platinum End, we've got one depressed boy fighting to become the god candidate. And don't worry, his fight isn't lonely because we've got another 12 god candidates waiting to kill him. Overall, this feels like it's repeating the same death game formula, but with better production values, so expect a few cliches here and there with some great animation. Platinum Kiss follows the good old Mirai Nikki Darwin's game formula, so if you were a fan of those shows, then you'll definitely love this one. 1. Higurashi SOTSU. Now, big spoiler alert! If you want to watch and understand Higurashi SOTSU, you'll have to watch the first 2 seasons of the original Higurashi Plus, the series called Higurashi Gu. The new Higurashi storyline that started with Higurashi Gu expanded the series and even introduced a new villain while hitting in an even larger multiverse tied to the visual novel Umineko. Higurashi SOTSU is a direct continuation of Gu and finally resolves the mysteries the previous season built and even hints at a new Umineko anime adaptation. If you're a Higurashi fan, you'll love the show, and if you're new to Higurashi, make sure to catch up on the previous anime so you can binge watch this all at once. So there goes 10 anime where the main character receives great power from a god or deity. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.